here in this section, in this video, we're going to see an example of superposition. Example of superposition. We have this electric circuit. In this electric circuit, how many independent source we have? We have this independent source, we have this independent source, we have this independent source, and we told us to define the I, this current. Mean that since I have three independent source, mean that I is going to be I1 plus I1 plus I2 plus I3. Why I3? Because I have three independent source. This source, this source, this source. So it's going to be summation of this all currents. I1 is the current contributed by 12 source, volt source. I2 current contributed by 24 volt source. I3 is the current contributed by a 3 ampere source. I have only three independent source. Now let me determine the value of I1 and determine the value of I2 and determine the value of I3. After that, I will add them to get the value of I. Now, to determine the value of I1, I have to off the other source, of this source. I have to off them to keep only this source. Now, this two sources is going to be off, this one on. Now, this one is the one is going to be on, this one is going to be off. Now, if I see, I will have my source in 12. I will have my resistor here. I have this resistor here. I have my 8 resistor here. I have another 4 resistor here. Now, if we see this a voltage source, since it's a voltage source, is going to be shorted, so it's going to be shorted here. Since this one is a current source, since it is a current source, it's going to be open, so it's going to be open here. Now I remind only this source with the resistor here, 4, 8. Here this current is going to be I1, because I1 is the current contributed by the 12, so I have I1 here. Now, how can I determine the value of I1? I have to see the circuit. I am going to use all the method that we learned in the previous video. Let me check. The current will pass from here. Here, no current will flow here, because here it is open. The same current will flow here with this 4 resistor. Same current will flow here. Mean that this 4 and this 8, they are what? In series. So I will have 8 and 4 series. 8 plus 4 equal 12. Mean that I will reduce my circuit to small circuit. I will have 4, 12. This 12 is going to be in series. Mean that this summation of this one, because it's in series. Now, mean that my circuit is going to be like this one. Now, my circuit will be as this one, plus 12 volt. I have this one. I have this one. I have this one here. That is my I1, because I am in this 12 volt. This one is 4. Now here it was 4 plus 2 plus 8, because they are series. Now I will put the equivalent, which is 12. Now let's check again. If we see this 12 and this 4 are what? In parallel. How? Because this one is the same node. Here they are in the same node. They are connected in the same node. Here it is the same node connected between 2 elements. Here it is the same node connected with the 2 elements. Mean that these 12 and the 4 are parallel. So how to calculate that? 12 multiplied by, we saw in the previous video, plus 12 divided by 12 plus 4. which is equal, is going to be equal, if I have 12 multiplied by 4 by 12 plus 4 is going to be equal to 3. 3. Now I have this 3. 3. I have another 3 here. Another 3 here. So my circle, because I have to reduce my circle, when you show the circle, you have to reduce this. By seeing, you will see how the circle is going to be reduced. My circle now is going to be this 3. I have this 3. I have this 3. I have this 3. And now, this one is my I1. This one is my I1. I have 3 here. I have 3 here. I have the 12 volt. Now, to determine I1, now it's easy because this one is in series. Since it's in series, I1 is going to be equal what? Is going to be equal the voltage source 12 plus the equivalent of this one 3 plus 3 to determine the value of I1. Now, you already determined the value of I1. Let's now determine the value of I2. I2 is the one that contributed by this source. To determine the value of I2, let's bring the circuit so that it will be easier for us. I will have to determine the value of I2. This circuit now, this source is going to be off. You know, when it is voltage source, it's off by shorted. Now this one is going to be off again. This current source is going to be by open. Here by short. Now only this one remains on. Now my circuit will be plus minus. I have this 8 resistor. I will have this 4 resistor. I have this 4 resistor. I have this 3. I have this 3. Now this one is open. No need to put because it was current source. This one is what? Shorted here. Now let's see. I want to determine I2 here. I2 here. I have this 24 volt. 24 volt. I have 4. I have 8 to determine this one. Now to determine this one, you have to see which method I'm going to use. You have any method you see that it will be easier for you, use it. For me, when you realize I have this mesh, this one cannot be a mesh because it is open. No current will flow here. Mean that I have only 2 mesh. I have this I have this one also. Now if we use this one, I will have this one as I1 because this current in this mesh is going to be the same current here flow in this current. So since I have I2, the one I'm calculating, I will just to make as I2 here for easier. I make this one as I1. Now I have this one. This in mesh 1, I have this one come here. It's going to be 24 plus 24 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. Since it was 8 and 4, it's going to be 8 I2 E1 plus 4 I1. They are in series. I can directly go to make 8 plus 4 I1 plus. Now if I come this 4 is between this mesh 1 and mesh 2, so I have 4 I1 minus I2 equal 0. Now you have the first equation. We know how to solve it. Now when I come the same mesh, second mesh 1, when we come with the second mesh, I will have this 3. I will have 3 I2 plus this one is going to be 4. I will start by I2 since I am mesh 2 I2 minus I1 equal 0. So now you have the second equation come from mesh 1. Mesh 1. Now you have only two unknown, I1 and I2. We will get the value of I1, we get the value of I2. The value of I2 is the same of the value of I2, this one we are looking for, because it's the same direction. If you do not understand here for this mesh analysis, go back in the video of mesh analysis and watch it and better understanding, and when you come back here you will understand more. Now we have to find I3. To find I3 means that this one is going to be off. Now this one is going to be off, this one is going to be off, this one is going to be on. In this case, now this one is going to be on, this one is going to be on. So how my circuit will be? My circuit will be like this one. Here is going to be short. I'll have this one, I'll have this one, I'll have this one, I'll have this one, I have my circuit. Here is going to be shorted here, this one. Now I have 8 here, I have 4, I have 4, I have 3, is 3 ampere. Now let me see which method I'm going to use. You have different, we learn many different methods. Use one of them, just to take one and use it. In this case, I can use what I have. This one is going to be my I3. My I3. Now if I'm going to use, I3, I'm going to use, let's choose one. Maybe I choose mesh analysis, or maybe I choose nodal analysis. Choose one and we continue. Let's say I take 4. Let's say I take for nodal analysis, mean that I will have this one as, let's say for example V1, here I will have V2, here I will have V3. For nodal analysis, this current is entering, this current is leaving. I can make this one is leaving. The direction is not matter, you can put your own direction, is no problem. If it did not give you the direction, I put this one as I2, I put this one as I3. So when come this one, I have no, I have my I3 here. I not put I3. I put this one I4. I4. I have it I3. I have I5 here. It's no problem. Let's see. So in this case, you have this 3 is going to enter. It's going to be V1. We see in the nodal analysis V2 divided by 4 plus, because in this node this one is leaving, V1 minus V3 divided by 8. Now you have first equation. Now if we come in this node, this current is entering, this current is leaving, this current is leaving. I will have V1 minus this one from node 1, V1 minus V2 divided by 4 equal, this one is leaving, V2 divided by 3 plus V2 minus V3 divided by 4. Now we have the second equation. Now if we go in this node, when we come in this node, V3, since there is no any element here, you have to be careful. There is no any element here. This voltage V3 is the same as this one. It's the same as this one. And that this current here So you have this in node 2. Now you found the in node 3 to find the value of v2 so that you can get i3. When you get i3, you add all of them. I is going to be equal i1 plus i2 plus i3 plus i3. You get i1, you get i2, you get i3. To get the i3 here, when you calculate v2 divided by 3 is going to give you your i3. It's going to give you your i3. You can also use mesh analysis. I have this mesh, I have this mesh, I have this mesh. In this, we already see some video to use this method, so it's better to go there in the video and see the method so that we can better understand it. Thank you for watching in this example. Next, we'll see some other method to use to determine the voltage and the currents in the electric circuit.